Hello all, Darren here. Thank you for joining me. Lovely to have you. This is a new series here, so if you'd like to see more unexplained and strange disappearances, subscribe and stay tuned for daily uploads. Now then, on to the video. This is the strange disappearance of Eva Brennan. Eva Brennan was a 39-year-old Irish woman who vanished after leaving her parents' home in Dublin on Sunday the 25th of July, 1993. Despite vanishing exactly 4 months after Annie McCarrick, her case received almost no police or media attention, which her family feels drastically affected the investigation. Eva was single and lived alone in a one-bedroom apartment in the upmarket South Dublin suburb of Rathgar. She stood at 5'7" and wore her hair short, looking much younger than 39. According to her family and friends, she appeared 10 years younger than her actual age. She was also described as being a creature of habit and enjoyed a quiet life based on routine. Sunday the 25th started off normally. Eva went to Mass at St. Joseph's Parish, Terranure, and then walked to her parents' home in Rathgar via Temploge Road, arriving at approximately 1 p.m. Eva reportedly visited her parents almost every single day, and this was no exception. This particular Sunday was a little different, however, as the entire family had come together to have dinner. However, before dinner could start, Eva and her siblings had an argument over the food being served. Although a small and seemingly insignificant argument, Eva promptly decided to leave her parents' home afterwards. She was last seen leaving her parents' home in Rathdown Park. By the time Tuesday 27th came around, Eva's family was starting to get worried. They hadn't heard anything from her since Sunday, which was extremely uncharacteristic of her. They would normally speak to or see her daily, so they knew something was wrong. Her father, David Brennan, called round to her apartment in Madison House, but didn't get any reply. Increasingly concerned, he returned with a barman from the pub he owned, and they broke a window to gain entry. Upon entering the property, he observed how clean and tidy everything was, with nothing out of place and no sign of a struggle. He also stated that the coat she had been wearing on Sunday was found in her apartment, so she definitely made it home that day. However, her handbag, keys and money weren't present. The pink tracksuit that she'd been wearing on Sunday couldn't be accounted for either. Her father reported her missing later that same day. Despite Eva's disappearance being mere months apart from Annie McCarrick's, the Garda didn't seem to take her family's report particularly seriously, and simply told them that Eva was over 21 years of age and that they didn't think her disappearance was the result of foul play. Even when her family told Gardaí that Eva suffered from depression, they simply suggested that she had committed suicide and didn't look at the case further. Eva's family dispute this theory, as she was a devout Catholic and she left no suicide note or anything similar to suggest she had intention. Frustrated at the Garda's lack of interest in the case, David Brennan used his political influence through the FF party to enlist the help of Albert Reynolds, the Irish head of state, in getting authorities to investigate properly. Gardaí eventually began to look into the case more seriously, but by this point Eva had been missing for over a month and a forensic examination of her apartment revealed nothing. It's unknown what time Eva arrived at her apartment on the Sunday and left again, but what's baffling is that there wasn't a single sighting of her by anyone on the way home. She would have walked along several very busy streets that were lined with restaurants and cafes, and it was a warm summer's day. In addition, Eva's father was a successful businessman who owned several pubs and was involved politically, so him and his family were very well known in that area. Despite this, not a single sighting of Eva was reported that day. It has been almost 31 years since Eva vanished, and not a single trace of her has ever been found. It's still unclear why she wasn't seen walking home, where she went after returning to her apartment, and if her disappearance was the result of foul play or, as originally stated, suicide. In addition, a look into Eva's background found no boyfriends or romantic partners that could have been involved. Alan Bailey, the former sergeant detective of the Garda's Cold Case Unit and national coordinator of Operation Trace, stated, "I always considered Eva to be one of the forgotten missing persons. If you ask anybody who disappeared in 1993, they'll always mention Annie, but Eva seems to have been forgotten. Garda have confirmed that Eva's case is still active today, and they have issued a new public appeal for any information that could be relevant. However, unless new information comes to light, Eva remains missing with not a single trace of her since 1993. Thank you for watching, and please feel free to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. See you soon, and remember, stay vigilant and stay safe.